there's a website that's provided that allows you to put your address in, and then it pops up where your nearest voting station is. Everybody has a different place to vote, and in some places you just can't go to another voting station. They won't have your name in there, and depending on what state you're from, whether or not they'll let you vote or give you a hard time or anything like that. So you want to try to make it as easy on yourselves as you can when you vote on November 8th, especially in terms of all the mass amount of new voters that have registered, apparently, according to all information that's out there. A lot of new voters have come on board that have never voted again. And it makes sense because the millennium generation has gotten older, old enough now that they're voting for the first time. So there are a lot of new voters out there in this next generation of folks who are probably going to end up being one of the largest populated generations of our time. And there are some saying that they may surpass, or they may have surpassed, the baby boom generation, which was the largest birth rate and population explosion right after World War II here in America. So it's good to have you along with us. This is Jesse Torero. The Brown Beauty is back on duty. We're bringing up our Facebook friends right now at facebook.com/Jesse Torero. It's good to have them along. We're getting a little bit of static and stuck with the Facebook feed here. So if it kind of bumps along a little bit, our Facebook friends, well, just have to bear with it. It'll get itself going here. Once again, it's always, like Lee tells me, it's the size of the portal and how many are chiming in all around you and where you're at. So I've got like 3 video sources going on right now into our portal service, or our service here. So I'm probably going to have to upgrade the amount of space or the capacity that I have, because when I'm running 3 or 4 different live sources on the video side, what happens is I kind of bog down, and some of it gets stuck in mud, so to speak.
Yeah, your
upload
John speed is what you
Halfacre. What's that?
Your upload speed is
my upload.
Not the
download.
download.
Is that what it is, Lee? Give me the technical. Give me the technical aspect of it.
The internet is like a 2-lane highway. You have the upload and the download. Everybody talks about the download speed. I've got 100 megabytes. Yeah, but what's your upload? That's when you're sending data or information out. So right now you're streaming out. So your upload speed probably needs to be improved and get off that damn wireless.
Yeah, well, then I'm going to have to rewire half the house then.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I'm not rewiring half the house.
I'll come over and do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I might take you up on that. You think I could think you could do $200 worth of work for me?
Well, you already owe me $200. You're going to lose that on November 8th, but
no. I'm going to win that because I did lose the baseball. I really wanted the Cubs, but I did the Indians because I wanted to have a little fun. But
I'm on a roll. You can't touch me. I predicted that the Cubs were going to win. I'm predicting that the Cowboys are going to go all the way, and I'm predicting that Clinton will win. It's the year of the seeds.
You're going to strike out on Clinton all the way. I mean, Clinton she's getting so much bad publicity now, and it's racking up left and right. She's dropping in the polls, all the polls that you love so much.
Well,
that I can't
if you feel that your candidate is going to win,
I know what's happening is that the tide is turning.
Well, okay, it very well may. And if you feel that your guy is going to win, double down on your bet.
Well, I can't double down on my bet because I just spent a lot of money on 5 different mortgage payments here, and
stop making excuses.
I have tenants that
put your money where your mouth is,
and so that's the problem. I can't double down. I wish I could with you, baby, but
okay. What about 300?
I can't do it, man. I don't gamble, and I'm just gambling because I am so sure that Trump is going to win. I'm not a gambler, so that's a gamble right
It's
there
not a
for me.
gamble if you're so sure. Maybe you have
No, anytime
inside
you put money
information.
up, anytime. Look, I got my trusty dictionary right here. Okay, am I going to break out the definition of gambling?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to break out the definition of
Check it
gambling.
out. Okay.
I've already gambled away here. Okay, and for those of you on Facebook who we can't hear Lee because he's in my headphone, you think of what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to unplug you out of this headphone. Okay, and talk to you this. Here.
What are you doing?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
You can hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. So I unplugged you. I unplugged you out of my earpiece.
Okay.
Because I want the folks on Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero to hear your insanity.
Okay.
Not just me, because you drive me brains crazy. You drive me brains crazy. All right. Yeah. All right. And so.
Well, you know,
I just want them to hear.
I'm just simply saying, if you're so sure that Donald Trump is going to win because you're a Trumpster, then you know we have a friendly bet already for $200, and I'm just suggesting to you that if you are so certain that your guy is going to win, then double down.
Yes.
Double up.
I don't have the dinero to double up.
But you don't need it if you have that certainty.
No. A stupid man bets when he can't, when he cannot. A stupid man bets when he cannot afford to pay off in a worst case scenario.
Oh,
now, I'm not a gambler, you see.
Oh,
so
neither am I.
I'm gambling. Just me gambling right there is like a monumental Mount Rushmore affair.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're moonwalking away from it, and you're really not
sure.
So
let me explain to you what the word gamble reads. I'm gonna straight out of the Webster's dictionary.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you something. Okay.
Okay. What makes you think I don't know what the meaning is?
Well, I'm just gonna clarify because you've been around a long time, and I just want to make sure that it comes to the forefront of the frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Okay. That's. Now, wait a second. I got to get my trusty glasses out, okay?
And I'm going to believe that this guy can actually see what he's reading, where he's got a magnifying glass and additional prescription glasses. No.
Yeah, because I can't see anything, you see?
You look like Mr. Magoo.
Well, and I can't even see it with two glasses. I got to scratch my nose. Hold on. Okay. All right, so gamble, Gamble.
That's correct.
Okay, there it is. Okay, wait a minute. It's such small print. Hold on a second.
It's called dancing.
Hold on a second. This is
Jesse T. dancing, not willing to make a commitment because he knows his guy's going to lose.
Okay, wait a second. I got to get two glasses.
Worse than Mr. Magoo.
What?
That's worse than Mr. Magoo.
I got two magnifying glasses on because the print.
Regular glasses.
The print is so small. It's ridiculous.
Man,
why do they make dictionaries with small print?
You look like a cyclops.
This is insane. Okay, gamble. Gotta scratch my nose again. Hold on. Oh. Gamble. Okay. This is gambling. Gamble, to play games of chance for money. Number 2, to take a risk for some advantage. Number 3, to risk in gambling, bet, an undertaking involving risk. So I have fulfilled the right word of the second part of gambling, to take a risk for some advantage. Now, I don't take risks with gambling money for some advantage. So right there alone, I'm so sure that Donald Trump is going to win that you see, let me show you something. Folks, let me show you something. I am so sure that Donald Trump is going to win, right? I'm so absolutely sure of it.
What are you digging for, a miracle?
Right? I'm so absolutely sure of it. You see this money right here? See that?
Yeah.
See that?
How much
see
you
that
got
money?
there?
See that money,
How,
folks? You
how
see
much you
that
got
money
there?
right there?
Count it up.
You see it all, right? Right?
That looks like at
See,
least 400 to me.
I'm willing to put $200. I don't see you putting no money up. I'm putting $200 down right there. All this other money, right?
How
You
much?
see,
How much of those?
I
You got a bunch of
I
20s there. Count those
I
20s up.
I put my money. There's about $2,000 here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Well,
put my
I
money.
don't need 2,000.
Well,
I'm
you
just
can't
saying.
have it.
I'm just
I
saying.
put two. See, I don't have any money, Lee. You see this money?
That looks
You
like
see this?
money to me.
No, you see this money, folks.
Yeah.
You folks out there on Facebook.com, you understand. John Christopher Halfacre understands. So does Angela Wyatt and Reverend James Stern. He understands.
Well, tell
Blake
them
Cooper understands.
Well,
They all understand that this money right here.
Yeah.
I'm putting up this money. I'm putting up $200 right there. Those are Benjamin Franklin's with the new one. I don't like the new ones. I like the old ones better.
I'll take the old or the new. It doesn't matter.
Benjamin Franklin's,
Yep.
Jesse Terrero, and put my money down, baby. Now, I don't see you putting your money down that, right?
I don't have $2,000 cash sitting in front of me right now.
I don't either. This money here, this is money, right?
Yeah.
And it's about $2,300 in money.
But
okay?
I'll just do this. I'll turn in my camera on. I have my bank card, and I have more than enough money to cover my bet in this account. Okay, so there you go.
Okay. Because it's you, Lee Baby Michaels, I will accept that.
All right.
Okay.
So
Blake Cooper says, how can you not like a French new Ben? He says, how can I not like a fresh new Benjamin? I don't know, man. I just like the old ones. I like the old wrinkly ones. You see, I'm trying to find an 89-year-old woman who's like a billionaire, right? And she's about ready to croak, and I'm going to marry her. All right, I'm going to get rid of my other one for 41 years, and I'm going to marry this one, and I'm going to marry her. See, I like the old school stuff, right?
She doesn't want you.
Wait a minute, did I just say what I think I just said?
Yeah, I don't want to be a witness to this crime.
Oh no, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That's your.
No, tell me I didn't say what I just said.
That's your butt, but it's over.
I know. I did. No, please tell me.
I just hope you.
Look, I take the $200 back, and all this is going to Mama T. That's it.
She's gonna get it one way or the other.
She's gonna get it.
She's got it already. She can go into the little trusty box there that you're hiding the money in at any given time. And when you come home, you're going to be broke and lonely.
Then I'll really be Mr. Magoo, you know?
That's right.
Where's my money? Where's my money? Oh, my gosh.
You are a wreck. I'll let you pass on the. I understand you're trying to be, sensible and not gambling away money, and because you're rolling a dice on a guy he can't deliver.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry.
You're gambling on a guy that cannot deliver, and I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're breaking up terribly.
I'll say it again.
I'm sorry. There's a bad breakup here. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just shaking my head.
Just because Hillary lied and died. Clinton, she's getting lambasted now, but we're not going to talk politics now. You know why? Because Trump's going to win. It's going to be a moot point. All right. You know what we're going to talk about, though? Something that's really dear to all men. I mean, this is like a man's show right now. So ladies, if you're listening and you're watching, this is a man's show. This portion of the show this portion of the show is a man's show, okay?
All right, portion of the Jesse T Show is brought to you by Man.
That's right. We have to get a deep voice when we talk like that.
By Man.
By Man. Man. Okay. All right. They think that Neanderthals
there was a recent study that I was reading that they think that Neanderthals had high voices. They also believe that Neanderthals, they bent over because they had those big chests, right? But they also believe because their heads were so much bigger, like a jack-in-the-box head, right? And they had this extra bone in here growing out of their throat, not out of the throat, but inside,
Yeah.
right there. That it would, our bone that we have is shaped like a rectangle, like a moving, curving rectangle.
Yeah.
Their bone had a big, like, jut triangle in the middle of it, so it would square and then go like this, and then square up again. So it was like a cross almost. And they think because Neanderthal, they're trying to figure out, did they have an actual language? So when the Homo sapiens came up from Africa and were coming into Western Europe, and the Neanderthals were traveling out of Western Europe into where the Homo sapiens were, where they kind of bounced into each other in the Middle East. That's kind of where they kind of bounced into each other, right? And they think that the Neanderthals, the Homo sapiens, had some sort of verbal language. They had some sort of other than sounds, but they weren't ever sure that Neanderthals had. But now there's a new study that says that they believe they had a sound, and they sounded like this, right? Yeah, right. They sounded like this.
Well, I think there's a logical explanation for that.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
They had fleas on their balls.
Yeah, man, if I had them, I'd be going.
Yeah. They had fleas, ticks, and all kind of lice, and they were out in the wild. Makes sense to me.
That kind of makes sense to me too.
Yeah. I mean,
that
sounds like a man in pain.
You talk about itchy balls.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a man in pain. He could have been a baritone, but
no, they didn't have baritone voices because of that kind of crossed bone that was in here. Our bone is straight, and their bone was crossed with a curve. Uh-huh. They had a curving bone. We have a straight curving bone. See, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, the reason why I brought that up, because sex every day makes you a healthier, happier, and more creative person, according to a recent study. See, folks, today's show is Thursday, and tomorrow we have a special guest coming in, Tracy Lynn Cohen, and Tracy Lynn Cohen is a terrific fitness guru. I mean, she is a fitness guru to the stars. This woman has trained stars to become very healthy and lose weight and all that stuff. Let me just kind of give you, if you go to my Facebook timeline, you'll see a video of her posing, and
I think I found it.
Yeah, did you find it?
In the black outfit?
Yeah. Can you post that up?
Yeah, let me tune it up here. Give me about 30 seconds.
So now she's going to be on ABTV Live tomorrow, Friday. On the Jesse T Show. We're going to be in studio with her. She's going to be talking fitness and self-improvement, and what a personal positive attitude this woman has, motivation. Her story is really interesting, and she's a professional bodybuilder, professional fitness guru, professional nutritionalist. You might want to check her out on her website, tlcunleashed.com. She does a lot of stuff, a media correspondent, a host, TV host, producer, film festivals, fitness and health expert. She travels all around the world. She's a fitness model, an athlete, a life success coach. That's cool. Radio show, TV show. She does a lot of stuff, Tracy Lynn Cohen, and we are so blessed to have her in here. I'm going to quiz her hard. I'm going to quiz her real hard about nutrition because I'm getting ready for that December 10th the Spartan Challenge. I'm getting ready for that, and in that respect, so I need some really cool words that can inspire me, maybe give me an edge, because I'm going to need all the edges I can to run this 3-mile obstacle course at Castaic. Boy, I'm training every day too. I gotta go train tonight. But
All right,
here's
I
the
got that
point.
video for you.
Did you get it up? Okay, so Lee's back at the studio, and he's gonna chime up and hit the start button of this video. She was recently on a red carpet. I was there at that show right there. I was on the other side doing some other interviews when she was doing that one. I got a little piece of her action on one of my shows, but this is who Tracy Lynn Cohen, guys. Go ahead, hit it, man.
All right, here we go. Wow.
Yeah, that's my buddy. That's Tracy. Isn't she just great? Doesn't her body look great?
Beyond.
I mean, she works hard. You know, she was telling me that that night. She was telling me that for like 2 weeks, all she did was work legs. But she concentrated on legs and butt because she's getting ready for a competition in a couple of months, and so she really concentrated.
She's not like some bodybuilders that look almost
like men.
Yeah,
like men.
Yeah.
No,
she's still got a softness to her.
Yeah, what she does is she does what's called natural bodybuilding, where they don't take any testosterone or anything like that. Because the females, they take testosterone to help them get more muscle mass and steroids, of course. But she's not into that. She's into the more natural bodybuilding competitions.
Yeah.
And that's another part of professional bodybuilding. The natural. They aren't as bulky and big, but they're symmetrical and they're ripped and cut. You know. And so she's starting to train down for that. But anyhow, she's going to be on the show tomorrow, and we're gonna talk a whole bunch of health stuff, and then I'm going to wrestle her in the studio on the floor. She doesn't know that yet. We're going to have a wrestling match.
No way.
And,
no way.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I have to. I have to.
Well, I'm leaving the room. I don't want to be a witness.
You don't want me to be a witness to whooping her ass?
No. She'll wipe the floor with you. And you'll love every minute of it.
Well, at least I'm going to have an arm wrestle with her.
Yeah, I'm not even sure you can win that. I wouldn't want to win.
I'm going to try. That's a competitive spirit. Anyway, she's going to be in studio, and we want you to chime in, ask all your questions on Facebook, .com/The Power of Voices, YouTube Live, The Power of Voices, Instagram, Snapchat. We also want you to check in at Facebook.com/Jesse Torero. Chime in there, ask your questions, nutrition questions, fitness questions, positive motivation questions, issues, challenges, how do you get involved in bodybuilding or fitness, and how do you do that? And you ask those questions and call in too. We'd like to get you to call in at 424-227-9461 and ask Tracy some questions too as well. She's a lovely person. She's such a terrific lady, and she's got a great story, and I'm so happy to have her in the studio, all goofiness aside.
I love her eyes.
Yeah, she's really something, very stunning and very unique looking in the Hollywood circuit and scene. You know, she stands out. Anyhow, this leads into the next topic, which I think, since we're just having a mayhem on the radio and the TV show today, we're just talking a whole bunch of stuff. But Lee, I especially thought about you, because, if you have sex every day, you're a healthier, happier, and more creative person. Now, this is a new
I'm
study.
about to have a heart attack then.
Yeah.
My sex life is 0.
Well, we have to figure out how to fix that. I want you to come out to these events with me.
No, I'm
Come
too
on
scared.
now.
I don't think I can
I'll take
handle it.
care of you, buddy. You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
put.
like a pimp. You want to get me out there and get me all strung out, chasing all these pretty girls. I can't handle it.
Look it, man.
If you
It'll
caught me
only
about 30
cost you
years
two
ago,
hundred dollars.
no.
It's only going to cost you $200.
Well, when I take the 200 from you on next Tuesday, then I'll go out and party on your 200.
Oh, you're a bad man. You are a bad man. You
No,
know how
I'm
to
just
really.
being sensible.
Well, it doesn't matter. When I take the 200 from you
Mhm.
next Tuesday, when you turn those ducats over to me, you know
Yeah.
what I'm going to do with them?
What you gonna
know
do?
what I'm going to put them in a frame and have you sign them. Say
Oh, no.
Trump won.
No, no, I'll give you $400 before I do that.
Wait a minute. There sounds like I'm making money now.
See, you don't want to take a chance, but see, I'm willing to do whatever, but I would never sign and admit that Trump, that's about right, Trump won. No, my name will never be associated with that.
Okay, so there's a few things you can do in your darkest days when you're not having enough of woo woo woo. You're not having enough wing wing wing, woo wing wang.
Yeah.
And you got to stop eating Chipotle, buddy. You can't be going to Chipotle and Jack in the Box. Okay, you got to
What's
start
a
having
Chipotle?
some more sex.
Chipotle?
Yeah, I call it Chipotle. It's actually Chipotle, but I call it Chipotle.
Oh, I haven't had any of that since I've been in L.A.
Yeah. Okay, now so I'm going to give you some ideas here.
Okay.
Okay, and you and everybody, because we all could use a little more of that spicy lifestyle at night, right?
Sure.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the study came out, and it said that people who have sex every single day are happier individuals. Now, it isn't news. We all know that beep-ing is amazing. Right after, it's just an amazing thing to have. But according to this lady who did this study, Brittany Gibbons, the story of her having sex every single day for an entire year, she blogged it out on her blog. And so I'm going to go and check out her blog, and I hope she posted up some pictures. Where
I want to put her under a lie detector because I don't believe she did it.
Right. Well,
she must not be married.
Must not be married.
The honeymoon doesn't last that long.
Yeah. Honey, I got some money tonight.
Oh, that's the honey stash.
That's the honey stash. Shh.
I understand.
You got it?
Yeah, definitely.
You've been married 3 times, right? So
39.
Oh, my goodness. Well, anyway, I was thinking of checking out her blog and sending it to Anthony Weiner.
Well, I think he's had enough activity.
I don't think so. He's addicted, man. He just went into rehab.
Well, he's in spite of all of the controversy wrapped around the Weiner, he and Eric Holder are talking about running in 2020.
Oh, really? I wonder what their poster is going to be like.
Yeah, Weiner Holder.
Is that sort of like the name Hung Long?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, or Huge Rectus?
Yeah.
Or Mr. Hoff, me, Jack?
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, is that Linguist, Fun, and Cunning?
Yeah.
Ah,
Can you imagine?
They must be all part of the same family tree.
Yeah, pretty much. They're all cousins.
Yeah.
Weiner
Oh,
Holder.
my goodness.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Well, that would be the greatest thing.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and put them and wrap them around Weiner Holder.
The next president and vice president of the United States, Weiner Holder.
I wonder if their lead song would be by Aerosmith. Suck on my big 10-inch record, that is. Right?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh God! Has our free for all gone right into the toilet of the?
Beyond, yeah. We're in the septic tank now.
Well, so this Gibbons girl, she writes, it stopped being a chore. She said, sex and became the moment of the day where I was most at peace. Where I could have an actual conversation with my husband. So she was married, and no, he was listening to me. And not secretly watching television or elbow deep in Lego assembly or on the internet.
Right?
I see what their problem was.
Yeah, yeah. There was not enough inner conversation.
Well, that inner communal thought. But we all can agree that having sex every day would be better than not having sex for 4 years.
Yeah.
We can agree to that.
Absolutely.
At least.
I think what she has discovered in her study is absolutely real. In fact, I've had a urologist to tell me that if a man does not have sex at least 3 times a week, then he could have prostate issues.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. That's what he said.
There's something about that. There's something about that when you talk about urologists. I mean, did you ever wake up one day when you were like 18 years old or 8 years old, and you say, you know something? You had this epiphany in the morning while you were eating Cheerios, okay? He said, you know something? I want to become a doctor. Okay, that's cool, right? And then one day you had the second epiphany, like, Paul, Saul of Tarsus, who was walking through the desert one day, and God spoke to him about 90 years after the last apostle died, and he was a Jewish tax collector for the Romans, and he's the one that really is the one that spread Christendom, which became Christianity around the world. He was the guy, right, that kind of did it, right? And so, and he had this epiphany while he's walking in the desert, right?
Yeah.
And so, is that what happens to you? You want to be a doctor, that's good, but then you have this epiphany, double epiphany, where you decide that you want to be a doctor of dick. Dr. Dick.
What are you talking about now?
A urologist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that means that you want to study men and women, how they urine.
Yep. That I guess that would be the study of yes.
So right. So when you study how a guy urines, unless you're like maybe Michelle Obama, who we don't know whether she's a guy or a girl.
Oh, here you go.
But you in the male, you're studying the penis.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And if your name was Dick, you would be Dr. Dick.
That is true.
Studying penises.
Well, that would be great branding.
That would hurt.
Not that kind of branding. Meaning, to be able to market.
Yeah, but who wants to do that? Who in the right mind wants to have people show and study that stuff? Are you kidding me?
Well, what's the difference in OBGYN?
I don't understand that one either.
Well, my dad told me that's what I should grow up to be, OBGYN. He said, son, you never have to worry about a job. There's always openings in that field.
Your dad was a wise man.
Yeah, he was. He was very wise. He used to drop those little things on me all the time,
And what did we do? What did you and I go and do? We got into the radio business.
Yeah, right. We didn't listen. He said, don't rush to fail. A little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing. And be a
he's a smart guy.
OBGYN, a lot of openings in that field. And I didn't do any of it. Because I wanted to be a radio dog.
I just, It just never understood why anybody would want to do that type of medicine and the type of medicine that's done. I mean, we do need to have that. Thank God for those cats, men and women that want to do that.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
I just never visioned myself wanting to get involved in that kind of field. I don't know why.
Or would you rather be a brain surgeon?
Yeah, well, you have to have a brain to be a brain surgeon.
Oh.
Your frontal lobe has to be really mature, and my frontal lobe is still getting mature.
What happened to Carson?
Oh, yeah, well, he was the number one brain surgeon in the world, apparently. I don't see anything wrong with Carson. I think he's like, pretty straightforward, legit kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a brilliant brain surgeon, retired, but he's boring as milquetoast as a politician.
Well, there's no doubt about that. He'll never run again, but he'll be a great surgeon general when Trump wins.
Yeah, but that's such a brainless job, though.
It really is.
Yeah,
but what a cool job that would be.
Yeah, you just go out and make speeches and read, press releases and announcements. But they don't set any policy.
No, they don't do anything. At one time they did. They had a lot of power at one time.
You have any idea what that job
pays? What's that? Probably pay. I would imagine it pays probably about 175 to 200,000 a year, 150, somewhere in there. Because a congressman in the United States Congress, a senator makes 275, and senator makes 250, and a congressman makes 175. And the president makes 400. And once again, Trump said he's not even going to accept the 400,000. He'll work for free.
Yeah, because I guess that would mess up his write-offs.
Hey, every good businessman takes them.
Yeah, I guess that's why I'm not a good businessman, because
you didn't learn.
No.
You should have hung out with me a little bit more.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, what can I tell you? I was looking at the National Enquirer.
Why?
Because I'm trying to find out about Brad Pitt.
And you go to the Enquirer?
Oh, because the Enquirer knows.
Oh.
And so the National Enquirer.
You've been in one grocery store line too many.
So Brad Pitt has waved the white flag according to his divorce with Angelina Jolie. I've been trying to get her dad, John Voight, to come on the program. I've been ever since I was chatting to him at Hamburger Helper in Sherman Oaks. His managers, she's tough as nails. I mean, he said he'd do it, but that's all I'll do is talk to my manager, I guess. And I'm getting that cold shoulder, but I'm gonna get John Voight on our show.
Good luck with that, buddy.
I mean, Academy Award winner. Oh, by the way, I want you to know, and I want everybody to know. Oh, hey, Carl Van Meter's watching. Thanks. Kimo Villarimo. Kimo is a guy I worked with at KMix 106 in Ojai. That's Ventura right there. At the end of the K-Day days in 89 and 90 actually, when it was about ready to go dark, Fred Sands bought it. And Kimo was a terrific newsman, and he's out in Hawaii now doing his thing. And so he's watching. And Reverend James Stern, remember we had the Reverend in who talked about the KKK, the KKK the original guy, and he was put in a jail cell with him, and right. Sony bought the movie rights and bought the book and all of that stuff.
What's a good Reverend doing?
Yeah, that's going still too. And in fact, I was talking to his organization about doing some production. They wanted to do a live podcast. And I said, well, at thepowerofvoices.com, we've got like 70 shows that are on the radio. And we're starting to move into getting all of our programs visual as well as we expand, because that's kind of the combo that works the best. I mean, you know that, and I know that, and others at the station are starting to figure that out. And so I made him a pitch to do that weekly podcast for a year, because that's going to be their hype for the movie, so they can build a following. And Sony was supposed to budget them, so I haven't heard anything back. But anyhow, he's on watching the program, Reverend James Stern. What's up, buddy? Good to have you along. John Christopher's on. Blake Cooper's on. Thanks a lot. And as we meander along. Oh, by the way, next week, since we're talking about movie stars right now, I've got a whole bunch of red carpets. Hey, Lee, we're going to be broadcasting live remotely from a bunch of red carpets at 5 o'clock. So, yeah, we're going to have the movie stars out there and interviews and everything online.
Excellent.
As well as the radio audience. So I'm getting myself passes on that, and it looks pretty good that they're going to let Jesse T run wild on the red carpet.
Oh Lord, it'll never be the same.
It'll never be the same. So if everything goes okay, we're going to be out talking to the guy. You know Forrest Whitaker, Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker?
Oh yeah, great actor, producer. Yeah.
There's a guy there that I never thought, when he first came on the scene some 30 years ago, I never thought that guy, I would have never picked that man to be just the super talented guy he's become. And then, his career went along, and he got better parts. And then, bam, he gets that juicy part and he wins the Academy Award. I mean, and then I went back and I saw all his career. I looked like 4, 5, or 6 or 8 movies because I scratched my head. I said, Forrest Whitaker, really? So I went back and, I looked at his stuff. That dude was really good for a long time.
Yeah, you just didn't, he wasn't in that A list, but he was doing some great work.
Yeah, just great work.
He was building a foundation.
He had those bit parts, but each one of those parts in those movies, they weren't bit parts, they were good parts.
Right.
But each one of those parts in those movies were memorable. That you remembered him. Oh yeah, I remember him doing that. So anyhow, they got that new movie Arrival coming out. It's going to be at the Regency. There's a big red carpet at the Regency in Westwood, and we're going to be out there hopefully on that's Sunday at 4 p.m. We're going to try to get out to that one, and also there's another one on Wednesday the 9th at the Westwood Village at the Regency Theater. Something called Allied, and this is the Brad Pitt movie, where he marries the German double spy.
Nice.
I'm sure you've seen the commercials.
Yeah, I have.
And
looks like it's going to be good.
So that's why I'm doing Brad Pitt. Hey, you know me, I'm connecting the dots. Come on, right? I connect those dots.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm going to try to get on the carpet and get Brad Pitt to come over so I can talk to him and I can say, hey, Brad, I spoke to your father-in-law, maybe ex-father-in-law, John Voight, and Angela Jolene, and my buddy, my brother-in-law, used to date her at the palace or the castle when she was 18 years old, and she told me all the crazy, wild stories about her and the wild family she's from. I just wanted to know, is it true? What do you think he'll do?
Punch you in the eye? He'll say, what are you, stupid? What are you, lost your damn mind? What's that got to do with me? That's what I would say to you. I don't know if I punch you in the eye, but I might kick you in the butt.
Well, that's because I'm a Neanderthal and I got itchy balls.
I would say, I have no idea what you're talking about. But maybe, Angelina is right behind me. She's coming up the red carpet. You might want to ask her that.
Oh, no, oh, Lord. No, she's I understand, according to the Inquirer article, she's the one that, runs the family with a steel fist.
Yeah, she's a toughie, huh?
Yeah, she's a toughie, but she's also kind of a wild at heart. They both are. According to this article in the National Enquirer, their divorce suit is really seedy. It can get really juicy. So to avoid nasty legal battles and all the stories of the behind the closed door juiciness that they have, they're trying to settle it so they don't get that sketchy behavior out there.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah,
it's probably best in the best interest of everybody involved, themselves, their careers, their kids. What do they have, 4 or 5 kids or something like that?
They have a 10-wheel truck full of them. They got so many kids. When you have like over 10 6 or 12, or how do you keep track of them all? How do you even remember everybody's name? I got 2, and I get them mixed up with everybody anyway. I get my dog, my snake, my parrot, Mama T,
snake?
my daughter, and my son all mixed up. Sometimes I have to go through the whole lineage of names to get to the right one.
Well, it's called losing your damn mind.
Man.
Senile.
No, I like what George Foreman, the great George Foreman, did. He named all his children a version of George.
Yeah.
Georgina, Georgette, George 2, George 3,
right.
Georgie. Everything was George with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like that.
George. And 7 people show up.
Yeah, 7 people come running around the corner.
Yeah, Dad. No, the other George.
So set this scene, right? So George Foreman's got himself in a little jackpot, right? He's got himself in a jackpot. Yeah, not to say that he can't get out of it. That's one man you never, even at 70 plus years old, you don't want to get hit with that tree trunk.
Right.
So, but let's say, he's in a little bit of jackpot, right? And he can't get out of it. And so he goes, let me tell you guys, I'm going to yell one name out, and you guys are going to be in a lot of trouble. And the guys say, what do you mean one name? Well, no one's around. One name, we'll take you and one person on, no problem. He goes, no, you got to understand something. I'm going to yell one name out, and there's going to be like a lot of trouble. What? Your son, bad guy? Is he tough guy? Okay. So he yells, hey, George! And like 20 of them show up.
They come out of the woodworks.
They come everywhere.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of kids. I don't know how many it is, but he's got a bunch of boys named George.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of them. So,
anyhow,
next week we're going to be part of the AFI festival, and Warren Beatty, Alec Baldwin, Annette Bening, Candice Bergman, Ed Harris, Matthew Broderick, Dabney Coleman, Lily Collins, Oliver Platt, Martin Sheehan, and a whole bunch more in this new movie called Rules Don't Play. And it's going to be at the Chinese, and gosh, man, I'm working it to get on the red carpet there.
Wait a minute,
are
you saying all of those actors and actresses are in the same movie?
Yeah, it's
well, there's
comedy.
Nobody in Hollywood that's not working now.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right.
They got
That's incredible.
Is that crazy?
Yeah. How did they?
Well, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, he's directing his first directorial outing now for the first time, and he's directing a movie. And one of my good buddies, Natasha Blasik, is in it. She plays a kind of a Russian-Ukrainian love interest of one of the guys, right? Mm. And she's a comedic actor. She's very funny. And so, but he has cameos from like 20 people.
Wow.
Superstar athletes, superstar actors, these little bit cameo parts through the whole movie. So that's kind of what this movie is going to be like.
Interesting.
And so there's a couple of people here that I actually worked on some films when I was starting off, and they were, of course, the superstars. I was just an extra, or maybe had one line like, "Hey."
So it sounds like the movie industry is moving towards something similar to the software and internet industry, kind of open source, is like let everybody in kind of thing. It's interesting because they
have to do something because runaway budgets, runaway production, and all that. In fact, I'm voting for Raul Bocanegra of the 39th district here in the San Fernando Valley over Patty Lopez. He lost the assembly job to her because he was the guy that authored, he and another man a few years ago, he authored the new California Tax Rebate Act for runaway films, to bring some of that film back for tax credits. And he revolutionized California's bill about that. And then he lost the election for a couple of years, and then he's coming back. And that bill now is coming due for renewal. And so they're going to be renegotiating that some more. And since he was the author, his name's on the bill, he's got a lot of clout. And see, the Hollywood really needs more tax advantages to beat out other parts like Atlanta and Florida and Canada and all over, where they give almost, essentially your production is paid for up front before you start.
Yeah.
So California is going to get now a new revised version with more tax credits for runaway films. And what that really means, Lee, is that it's all fancy talk, but what it means is good paying jobs for thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah. Well, it's bringing the revenue back home. It's the same thing.
Good paying jobs.
Yeah.
Not working at 3 El Pollo Locos, right?
Right. Exactly.
And
that's
why I
hope
like
that
Trump,
happens.
because he's bringing back jobs.
Absolutely. I hope that happens.
Now, yeah. So we're going to be out there for that. Here's another movie we're going to be checking out, The Comedian. This is going to be at the Egyptian Theater on Friday the 11th at 5 o'clock. Hey guys, if I hook this up right, we're going to have everybody on our show, the Jesse T Show, live at 5 for the red carpet for an hour of it. And they usually last about an hour, so it'll be perfect, man. So we're like better than TMZ and ET.
Well, you're that already.
Well, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
That's
Check out
cost
this
you
movie.
$200. They call me $200 Lee, so.
Look! You see this
you
money?
You got the money.
You see this money? You see this money, guys? I don't have any money. This is money, but now it's gone. Because that's about what happens to it. I keep it for like one day.
You're worse than In and Out.
All right, so look at Friday the 11th. Here's another great movie. Robert De Niro, Leslie Mann, Danny DeVito, Eddie Falcon, Charlotte Gordon, Cloris Leachman, Patty I can't even read that one, Lapierre, and Harvey Keitel, one of my favorites, right? All in a movie called The Comedian. And that's at the Egyptian Theater with the red carpet starting at 5, and we're going to be out there. There's another one that I wanted to talk about at the Grauman's on Thursday the 10th. Jessica Chastain, Mark Strong, Gugu Mbatha. I don't know that actor. I have to look that one up. Called Miss Sloane. So, we're going to have some fun out there, even if we just get on one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some of the names drive you crazy.
Oh, yeah, they do. That's a coup for us at thepowerofvoices.com because, we're growing.
Yeah, man.
And that stuff we can build on anyhow. So this show has been just kind of a morning show.
Morning show in the evening, early evening.
Yeah,
but that's great, man. You love being out in the public and doing the red carpet stuff and interviewing the stars. So that's part of your brand. You're the man.
Yeah, it is.
You and Dan the man.
Oh, Dan the man, the package. Oh, I can't go. That's my road dog.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere without Dan the man, the package.
What? Let me ask. How did he come up with that name? Or what's the
Jolton?
Yeah.
The Jolton J. Jeff Langton, who was a star about 15, 18 years ago. He has about 40 movies under his belt. A-lister, A-lister stuntman. He played Sylvester Stallone's stunt double for like 5 Stallone films.
Really?
And then he got his break out of that and had a 3-picture deal with old TriStar, and another 3-picture deal. Anyhow, he's a boxing superstar too. He's been in 23 professional fights, the cornerman, cutting cornerman, and he trains boxers, right? And he's quite skilled at that himself too. And he's had some champions and whatever. Anyhow, he met Dan years before I met Dan, and Dan used to work for for 38 years. He worked for the LA County, District Attorney.
Oh, okay.
He worked there in the office for a long time, so he knows everybody. And so Jeff, the Jolton J, by the way, great blues rock musician. We're going to have him on the show playing some great blues rock one day here soon. But the Jolton J, Jeff Langton, he named one day. Dan came into his gym and he was hitting a heavy bag, and he studied martial arts when he was younger. And Jeff said, he's an older guy. He said, "What's your name?" He goes, "Dan." He goes, "You're the man." That was his name, Dan the Man. And for like 30 years, he's been known as Dan the Man. So I call him all kinds of things. Dan the man, the package, because he's the package. Dan the security man. Dan the ladies man. Dan I call him. He's just great, man. He's funny as heck. He's got a dry sense of humor, which is really fun. So yeah, we're gonna be out there and having a good time and doing our thing. So I guess we're about at the end here, coming up to the end. I have no idea what time it is. I think oh, there it is. Okay. All right, guys. It's been the Jesse T Show. Thanks, Lee Baby Michaels, for hanging out with us and participating. Appreciate that, man. It's sort of like a free-for-all Thursday. We talk about just about anything and everything and have a good time with it. Tomorrow, Tracy Lynn Cohen coming in here. You got to check it out right here live at 5 on the Jesse T Show. You know, we're not always all about politics and driving the point and being opinionated. We do lots of things on the show, have a great time, and we'd like you to be a participant in it. On our Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. That's my timeline. Check it out, ABTV Live, and the digital broadcasting TV station, and the global radio network for PowerVoices.com. Download that free app. It's been the Jesse T Show live at 5 right here, Monday through Friday from 5 to 6. It's good to have you along with us. You entered the world according to Terrero. Now I bid you adieu and let you go. And have a great time tonight. You're straight on the point. Right here with the Brown Beauty, who's off duty. See ya tomorrow at 5 with Tracy Lynn. Check it out.